Now, I would like to call Alex Mohammed also from
Mr. President and Honorable Panel, I rise today to strongly disagree with the notion that the United Nations is merely the mouthpiece of world power. While it is true that certain powerful nations hold influence, but to label the entire institution as their puppet would be both unfair and untrue. Let's begin by reminding ourselves why the UN was founded in 1945 to maintain international peace, promote cooperation, and safeguard humanity. Over the past 8 decades, the UN has consistently served as a platform where even the smallest nations can raise their voices before the world. Mr. President, yes, the Security Council has better powers, but the UN is not just about the Security Council. It consists of dozens of other vital organs. The General Assembly, the Economic and Social Council, the International Court of Justice, WHO, UNESCO, UNICEF, and more, where all 193 members have an equal say. Through these bodies, the UN has led global efforts in education, health, environment, and humanitarian relief. Consider the eradication of smallpox, coordinated by WHO under UN leadership, a triumph that saved millions of lives. Or the UN peacekeeping missions in countries like Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Timor-Leste that restored stability where chaos once lived. Or the Sustainable Development Goals adopted unanimously, guiding nations towards equality, justice, and prosperity. Mr. President, if the UN were truly a mouthpiece of world powers, would it have repeatedly passed resolutions condemning the very actions of the same powers? Would it have amplified the voices of the global south on issues like climate change, poverty, and refugees? Mr. President, yes. Mr. President, yes. Mr. President, yes. The UN is not perfect. No institution operating 193 diverse nations can be. But to dismiss it as merely serving the interest of the few is to ignore the countless lives improved, the conflicts prevented, and the humanitarian aid delivered through its tireless work. Ladies and gentlemen, the UN gives legitimacy to the concerns of smaller nations, offers a diplomatic alternative to war, and stands as a symbol of collective conscience in a divided world. Mr. President, the spine-chilling question arises: is UN the mouthpiece of world powers? No, the UN is not the mouthpiece of world powers. It is rather the voice of humanity, striving, however imperfectly, for peace, justice, and cooperation.